last sequence we'll look at is this sequence here. And obviously at the end of that we've got this kick and punch, but we've already explored those ones, okay? So we've got this hooking motion, this elbow, this grab, and this spin. The spin's again is a pretty unique one, you know. It makes it, well, what possibly could that be, you know? And the way I see that again is follow through. So what we've got here again, we're fighting again at close range, which is the distance your kata deals with. If I want to get a grab onto the back of Murray, if his arm's here, I can't really get the grab in neatly. So what I do is I use this hooking hand there, I bring my arm round and I hook. Now this, again, opens this gap up here. So again, we'll be fighting close here, I hook this hand, I grab to the back of the neck. Now you can use that as a strike as well. You can actually slap onto the back of the neck. In practice, that's not a good idea, because your partner will quickly get sick of it. But having done that, I've then got control of the head. So this elbow movement here as well, if the opponent tries to punch with his hand from here now, again, it's jammed. So it's a nice little technique. It takes away this side. What I do then from there is I drive in with the elbow. So I pull his head down and drive it towards the elbow with his face. Now, the kata shows it once, but I might do that 2 or 3 times, okay? Just to kind of really weaken him up. So we're fighting there, here, going with the elbow. Once I've done that, I put my hand on the back of his head and pull him down to here. So again, if he's fresh, like Murray is now, if I said I'm going to pull you forwards and, you know, Murray's resisted with all his might, you know, he might be able to stay upright from there. So the idea is that I've gone bang. So he's bleeding and distracted, you know, so from there it should be a lot easier to do. What I then do then is I start torquing the neck, which again is the meaning of this spin. So I'm pushing on the side of the chin and torquing his neck through. You see how this turns his body. Now if that leg wasn't already forwards, when you start twisting the neck, it's quite common for the opponent to step forwards with that foot to alleviate the torque on the neck. So this exposes the inside of the thigh here. So I've hooked into here, gone in for the elbow, pulled the head down. Start cranking from there, and that exposes that inside. Then I'm driving in here as hard as I can. So in the kata, where there's no leg to eat up that force, that results in this. Okay? In actuality, when I do that one, it might not result in that, but I'm bashing that in as hard as I can. Now, one of the effects that will have, if I don't have hold of Murray's neck there, but I just bash the leg out from here, just if you watch what happens to his body, if I do this, you see his head tends to fall in. So you've got that you're kind of corkscrewing his body there. So I've elbowed, I'm twisting his neck this way. But when I drive his knee in with force, his head naturally wants to fall in. Okay? So obviously I have to drop that. So you're kind of twisting his entire spine. So obviously that's a pretty dangerous technique, that. So in practice, you have to kind of break it into 2 segments. So you can go here, 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 a little bit of a turn and knee. You can do a full turn and take him over with it if you like. Or you can just forget about the turn and put the knee in. What you can't do is what the kata does, where it grabs, torques him, and then drives it in. Because there's a possibility he might crink the neck, depending on how the opponent moves. And again, you know, you've got a neck cranking option there. Don't just stick with what the kata teaches you. Work on, if he grabs me, I could do that. If we're on the ground, we could do that. Work with all those kneeing options as well. If kata gives you an example, you need to build on the example that the kata gives.